bowl of fish there, that is. You certainly wouldn't kick it out of bed for farting, I'll tell you that much. I've even called in the reinforcements. Mrs. Whisperer is out in full force. There'll be a bit of flicking, bit of flashing, bit of jumping out of the water. I need to get right involved with my tackle to see what's going on. If I don't, there could be trouble. All ready to go. Just to let you know what's going on, I've recently added a new koi. Right then, ladies and gentlemen. So, as you can see, I got the cup out because I need to get right involved with my tackle to see what's going on. So just to let you know what's going on, I've recently added a new koi and I've been completely fine, but I've just noticed a few flicking and flashing, and it's one of them things. I've got to check my water quality first just before I get one out, just to see if there's anything wrong or anything going on. There'll be a bit of flicking, bit of flashing, bit of jumping out of the water. The first thing, check the water quality. See what's actually going on before I start getting the koi out for scrape. So I'm just doing a test on the old chlorine, just double check before I go any further to make sure I've got no chlorine going into the system. I've got no chlorine going to the system. Next up, the old ammonia, got to check that. Add me drops in and away we go. Tick tock, tick tock. So I got the results in. 0.22 on the ammonia, 37 on the KH. With the ammonia I've got to times that by 1.214, and with the alkaline I've got to divide that by 17.9. Ammonia is 0.2 and my KH is 2.6. So this ain't a paid promotion. Just before I pack this away, there's a lot of people keen on getting these test kits. I just wanted to really inform everyone. You might underestimate when you first get one of these is the amount it costs to replace the bits of equipment that you need to do your tests on this sort of water test. Apart from that, it's a banging bit of kit, but without fail, without do, I always keep myself a Colombo on the side, you know what I mean? Because that there is trustworthy, it always works and it always gives you a backup. That said, I just wanted to whack that in the video real quick, you know what I mean? Some people say, always messing with me tackle, you know what I mean? Next up, got to give a couple of scrapes. Some people probably thinking, why have you got two? One for Mrs. Whisperer, one for James the Koi Whisperer. I'm going to see if she can see anything while we're doing a few scrapes here. Because, you know, 2 eyes is better than 1. Or 4 eyes is better than 2. A little bit more information. I recently added a new Jim Rin Chag. I never checked the fish to see if it come with any parasites. And I'm not saying that it has come with any parasites. But before I go any further, part of the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is because I've just seen a few flicking, a few flashing around. I did see one jump out the water. A couple of them's banging down on the bottom of the drain. And they're not going mad at it. It could be down to water related. But you've got to tick the boxes off. But I don't really want to be getting involved, upsetting them, making them worse than what it is. If I can just hold back on things for a minute before I get a scrape in. But also it could be down to water temperature changing. Talking about the water temperature changing, over the past week, pond was holding over 20 degrees. And I've slowly been holding the temperatures of 18 with the pond heater that I've got. But I am really struggling to work out if it's manageable to go any further. The colder nights we're getting, the amount it was on last night, it's really not man enough to do that, not at those temperatures. So I have had it off for the past 3 days, and it has brought the pond temperature right down to 16 degrees, which that's being read off my Bluelab Guardian. Another advantage of these is that you can keep an eye on your temperature, your water all of the time. But yeah, we're down at 16, so that could be a massive thing as well. I've just seen another koi flash. I think I am going to get out one of the fish. I'll probably take Diamond out. For the people that don't know, all the koi got names here. This is the new one that we just purchased. Settling in an absolute treat, to be fair with you. Had no trouble or issues with that fish flicking and flashing. but this one down here seems to be doing the most. And the problem with keeping koi, when you add something new, it can change a lot of things. You can give yourself a problem, even if that fish has not got a problem. You can trigger something off in your pond that will, you know, it'll set off a parasite outbreak. It can do. Parasites can lay dormant in a pond for years without actually waking up and annoying the fish or attacking the fish. Another thing crossing my mind as well, I have quite recently just had all of the fish out to do a measure up. First time they've been out this year. Could have upset them that way. Could have triggered something off myself by doing that. But you just got to check the boxes, and there's no big issue. Most important thing is working out what the problem is, see what it is, and deal with it. There's no point worrying about it too much. It's just about working it out. There's certain ways you can check. Get yourself a microscope, nice and cheap. You don't have to spend hundreds on them. You can get quite a decent one for about 100 quid. Chuck it on your Christmas list. It will definitely improve. It's helped improve my koi keeping. But yeah, if you can get the nail on the head, too much jibber-jabber, I'm wasting time. I need to crack on, and yeah, let's just do that. Use an absolute booty. We need a name for this one too, guys. What do you reckon? Anyone got any names? Someone said Sparky, but it is a female, so I'm not really too sure on names yet. But anyone got any names? Give us a holler. Absolute gold miner. Look at that. Lovely. Lovely. So one thing I'm going to do as well is just knock back the feed as well, just to make sure it ain't the ammonia causing them a bit of a problem. At the moment, first feed, it's only feeding 2 volumes of feed out of this auto feeder. Second feed at 2 o'clock, feeding 1 volume of feed. And the third feed, final feed of the day, 7:30, feeding 1 feed as well. And I was feeding 8 times a day, so that's a hell of a cutback. So that's all sorted. So do I bow or do I bow now? If I don't, there could be trouble. Well, you know what I mean, guys. So yeah, got the old towel out, blue bowl, got the net, and I'm going to take Diamond, the smallest victim, which is just down there. That's the one giving it a bit of baked beans on toast at the moment. Like I said, it's not nothing major, but it's enough for me to think that I need to get on it now and just double check, see if I need to put a treatment in or not. Better to be on it than not. If you notice something straight away, get on it. Just slowly guide the fish to the bowl. Plenty of mucus there, all ready to go. So I've got enough mucus there on the card. I'm just going to release Diamond back in. Don't want to stress out the koi no more than what I have to. Welcome into Love Palace. Dry off the hands a minute. Just push all the mucus together in the centre. Chop it up a little bit. Put my cover slide down. Don't press it down too hard, just leave it as it is. So I've even called in the reinforcements. Mrs. Whisperer is out in full force. Even got her out in her pyjamas. She said, "You're not filming me with that, didn't you, sweetheart?" But yeah, that said, look, we're out here, we're just trying to weigh up situation. We can't find anything yet, but you better to look again before you put any treatments in whatsoever. So definitely worth looking at. But I'm hoping I don't have to use anything, to be fair with you, but we'll see how it goes. So love, are these easy to use or are they hard to use for the people that haven't got one, thinking about getting one, or thinking about trying one out?
They're pretty easy, to be fair.
And what magnification are you using at the moment?
I think I'm on 100 at the moment, yeah.
100 magnification is a way to check for all of your basic parasites. And then I recommend go on to 400. You don't really need to go up that high unless you can see something out of the ordinary. Just double check for your costia, and just try that. Start with your 100, then move up to 400, and if you can't see anything, then you ain't got anything. Yeah, we had a good look on the old slides, couldn't find anything, so I don't think it's parasite related, but I will grab another koi out tomorrow before I put any treatment in. Keep an eye on the fish. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a gill sample as well, make sure there's nothing underneath the gills. I'll probably take the same fish out. That fish has been causing the most trouble in the pond, to be fair. It could just be that koi, but I have seen a few other koi flicking and flashing, so you've got to weigh it up, haven't you? You know what I mean? What I was thinking about doing as well, just crossed my mind, I'm going to actually turn the feed off completely for another ammonia nitrite and nitrate test, see where we're at with that. And I want to do that before I put any treatments in. Always like to double check, make sure your water's right. You don't keep koi, you keep the water. So obviously the temperature drop, I'm also thinking, if I found a parasite straight away, I'd been sorted. Happy days, I know what I'm dealing with, bang in the treatment, nuke off whatever parasite you've got, but it ain't as easy as that sometimes. Sometimes you've got to do a little bit of digging, so I'm digging, I'll find out what's on, and hopefully things sort itself back out. But yeah, I'm turning the feed off anyway. Yeah guys, you've got to take it as it comes, workout situation, I'll put the nail on the head. But just before I'm coming to the end of the video, I wanted to give a little bit of a shout out. So recently, from the new fish that I've got, if anyone's got a name for that as well, down the back there, I just really wanted to say where I got it from, Springbank Koi. There's a new web page that he started, and what it is, I'll leave a little picture up here now on the screen, but it's called Koi Competitions, and he's just updated some new prizes at the moment. Got some winter food on there, some other bits and pieces. He's also done a job lot, like a bundle, where if you win the winning ticket on the page, that you get to choose what prize you win, if you know what I mean. So I'll leave those little pictures up here now. Just if you've got 5 minutes, go and check it out, and see if you can join the Facebook page. I'll try to leave a link down in the bottom, and yeah, it'd be decent if we can make the page grow for him as well. So go and check it out. And well, I just wanted to give that little plug there. But moving on to the koi itself, it's always one of them situations where when you've got a problem, sometimes you can find a problem what ain't really a problem. Couple bits of flicking and flashing, sometimes there's nothing to worry about after feed. But if you see it happening more than what normally does, definitely check it out. Don't rush into banging a treatment in straight away. Just weigh up the situation, see if you can work it out. And sometimes just getting a fish out constantly can cause stress to a fish and give you a few problems as it is. So I'm just taking my time. I'm going to weigh it up tomorrow, see how we get on, check the water quality again, go from there pretty much. Don't really want to bang anything in, any treatment in, if I haven't really got a problem. Obviously, see that one had a little flip then, there's something going on there, but I'm not sure exactly what yet. Could be water temperature related, the change of obviously what was feeding. The filters could have had a bit of a knockback from dropping in temperature quite quickly. The fish could be upset about that as well, dropping quite quickly. And I'll just weigh it up, take it as it comes, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I've got a lot of editing to do anyway. I mean, I'm right under this light and it's shining right in my eyes. So before I get a headache, any more than what I've already got trying to work out what's going on here, I want to say thank you very much for watching the video. If you can, like the video for me, subscribe to the channel, all that, jibber jab, and I haven't said it for a while, but thank your mother for the rabbits, and I'll see you on the next one.